was in college in New York, I was playing in a couple bands, and it was just on the side as a fun hobby, and I told myself I didn't want to do that as a job because it seemed too difficult. And then since moving to France and starting to do it just to meet people and make a community, I started to realize, like, oh, this could be nice, this could be a nice way to make a living, and it was really in France that I realized, okay, this is what I want to be doing, and this is what I'm good at doing, so let's try and make it work. And it's possible in this country to make that work, which is, a really big privilege. So, but I think, playing live is probably the best part of it, because you get to really give all of yourself, and I really love to, just like give myself to the audience. And I think being able to connect with people who aren't from the same place as you, who don't speak the same language as you, it's been really powerful to see that you can connect to people on that level through music, and the fact that people identify with my songs, and that's like the most beautiful thing for me, is to connect, and be able to make someone feel something, I think is really powerful. And sometimes I almost feel bad because people get emotional for my songs, people I don't know, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry that made you cry, or and they're like, no, it's beautiful, so that's a crazy feeling to have, to know that you have that effect on people that you don't know, but it means that it they identify with what you're saying and maybe felt the same way. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to use music in that way.
Like realize you have that power to do that to someone that you don't know at all.
Or just healing in a way. Like, I think a lot of feedback I've gotten too from what I do is it's very calming. It's like a therapy for people when it's just, they can just breathe, and I think we need more and more of that in the world. And I think if I wasn't a musician, I'd probably be trying to do like social work or activism, and music has allowed me in a way to create this space for people to just breathe and like take a moment to just heal. I think.